What if the life you're holding on to is the very thing standing between you and your calling? Every move of God begins with an invitation, not comfort, not security, an invitation to leave. The call of God has always required surrender. It has always required trust, and it has always cost something. Because before God can give you what's next, you must release what's now. In the days of Elijah, there was a young man named Elisha. He wasn't praying in a temple. He wasn't fasting on a mountain. He was plowing a field. 12 yoke of oxen before him, a stable life, a predictable future, security. And without a speech, without a warning, Elijah walked past him and threw his cloak over his shoulders. That cloak wasn't just fabric, it was calling. In that moment, Elisha understood. This was no part-time opportunity. This was a complete transfer of identity. He asked to say goodbye to his family, and then he did something radical. He slaughtered his oxen, he burned his plow, he fed the people, and he walked away. He destroyed his backup plan. Because you cannot step into prophetic destiny while holding on to farming tools. Discipleship is not adding God to your life, it is surrendering your life to Him. We love the promise of destiny, but we struggle with the pain of detachment. Elisha didn't just leave a job, he left inheritance, he left identity, he left normal. And centuries later, another call echoed across the water. A fisherman named Simon Peter stood by the Sea of Galilee. His boat was his livelihood. His nets were his security. Fishing was all he had ever known. Jesus stepped into his boat. After a miraculous catch of fish, Jesus looked at him and said, "Follow me." There was no 5-year plan, no detailed roadmap, just an invitation. And the scripture says they left their nets immediately. Immediately. Those nets represented income, reputation, stability, family business. Peter walked away from a predictable future into uncertainty. He had no guarantee except a person. But sometimes the only security God gives you is His presence. Elisha left oxen and received a double portion of Elijah's spirit. Peter left nets and became a fisher of men. One became a prophet marked by power. The other became a pillar of the early church. The cost was temporary. The impact was eternal. God never calls you to leave something without preparing something greater. But the greater thing is always on the other side of surrender. So what is your oxen? What are your nets? Comfort? Control? Approval? A relationship? A career path that looks safe but feels empty? The call of Jesus still sounds the same. Follow me. Not follow your plan, not follow your comfort. Follow me. Discipleship still costs something. It may cost pride. It may cost security. It may cost the version of yourself you've grown comfortable with. But regret costs more. God is not asking you to lose your life. He's asking you to exchange it. The life you're afraid to release is small compared to what He sees. Burn the plow, drop the nets, and follow.